What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ Richie Sky, and we are back here with another video. So I want to thank you guys for all the support on this personal channel. It really means a lot to me that you guys actually want to know a little bit more about the real me. You know what I'm saying? That to me is, I think sometimes when I'm doing videos and when I'm creating content, I'm not really thinking about the fact that there will be a lot of people watching. I'm usually thinking that this video is going to be for the one or two people out there that really get it. But then when so many of you guys, write in the comments, or when you guys, send me emails or DMs, it really makes a difference. So I want to just thank you for the support. In this video, I'm going to actually talk to you guys about something that we talked about on my news channel, and that is life after reality TV. We've talked a lot on that channel about, when people leave reality TV, what do they do next? Yada, 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 yada. And on this channel, I've talked to you about my experience with doing Stripped on Bravo. But I think one of the things that's also important to talk about is what life was like after that experience. And I think a lot of you guys may be surprised to learn that for me, for a brief period of time, life really wasn't so good after reality TV. During the process of, working on Stripped, I was actually working at a job that I really kind of grew to hate, really because of the things that I was required to do and the way I felt like the artists that I was working with were being manipulated. So that's a longer story that I'll talk to you guys about at another time. But I was filming that show and I was working at that organization. And shortly after filming, about a couple of months later, I ended up getting laid off with a lot of other, creators and A&R people and everybody else that sort of came in when I came in. And so there were probably about 3 people left in the company when I left. We were all given the severance packages, which, we signed, documents for, so we can't really badmouth the company. But I can just tell you that it wasn't the most pleasant experience. So after that happened, I was kind of lost for a little bit because we had finished filming the show, but honestly, there was no word on when it was gonna come out. There was actually a little trailer that came out, I think in March. So we filmed the show in October. The next March, there was a promo that came out for the show. But what I didn't know was that they were still filming the show at that point in time. So the promo comes out, people see me naked on, the promos and on YouTube and whatnot. And I remember thinking to myself, oh God, that means the show is coming out. But I had heard nothing about the network, from the network about the show. So I was thinking to myself, okay, this is gonna be an interesting little ride. Hopefully they'll give us some information. It wasn't until probably maybe November, early November, that we got the email from Bravo PR telling us that the show was coming out. This is what we can expect, kind of giving us the rules of engagement moving forward and how to promote the show and what we should be doing, yada, yada, yada. So the season lasts for about, there's maybe 8 episodes, right? So it starts in December and it ends at the end of January, with my episode being the last episode. So after that, on the title card, it read, that I was moving on to start my own social media marketing organization, which was partly true because at the end of that, my run on the show, that was my focus. I really was, interested in working with clients to do that. And I had actually secured my first client. But unfortunately for me, one of the things I didn't know about business at the time was that, and I really did know this, but it's one thing to get a client, but you got to get more clients. You can't just depend on the one. And so that was the issue that I ran into. So shortly thereafter, you guys will not even believe this. Shortly thereafter, I ended up getting my car repossessed as I was on my way to a red carpet to answer interview questions. It was a nightmare, okay? It was a nightmare. I didn't even want to go to this particular red carpet once I found out that the car was being repossessed. Now let's be real. When your car gets repossessed, you pretty much know what's about to happen. You can avoid it for as long as you possibly can, but at the end of the day, when they come and get it, you know the reason why they're coming to get it, because you ain't paid for it in quite some time. Now, for me, I spent so much time, trying to promote the show and, trying to find another gig. But the thing about it is when you live in LA, you really kind of work from gig to gig, particularly if you work in the entertainment industry. So it's not just like the next gig is just dangling right there in front of you. You got to get out there and hustle and make it happen. And it just so happened that I was in between gigs. But at the end of the day, it was either going to be my car or my apartment. And definitely I had to have a place to live. So at the end of the day, when it came time to paying those bills, because the rent is always due, the rent had to be paid and the car note wasn't being paid. So I say all that to say that, after reality TV, you really got to have a plan for yourself. And I talk about this a lot on my other channel. I talk about how when you get on reality TV, you've got to have a plan for what you're going to do when you're on it and what you're going to do when you get out of it. And it has to be a solid plan. That show is going to be great for the promotion that you'll get while you're on the show. But at the end of the day, you've got to set yourself up for whatever your next thing is after you leave the show. So a lot of reality stars, they will, start selling and promoting products, partnering with brands and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, you've got to have that plan in place. Now for me, getting my car repossessed was a very, very harsh lesson that I had to learn about not only finances, but working in the entertainment industry, having a great savings plan, and just being prepared for whatever may occur. You know what I'm saying? So my life is completely different at this point now, and I've learned a lot of lessons, but for a while there, I felt like it was touch and go until I finally got the call to go and do a show in Miami. Once I moved to Miami, trust and believe, my life completely changed for the better. I almost feel like leaving LA and going to Miami and then being surrounded by just a lot of people who were really inspiring with a lot of money and just the lifestyle. I almost felt like it was starting to rub off on me via osmosis or something like that. It's contagious when you move to Miami. You can't help but make money. You can't help but fall into a lifestyle that far exceeds, I think, what some people are capable of making in LA. Now, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people in LA who do very well and are very successful and they make it work. You know what I mean? But it just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? But I say all that to say, you can be on reality TV, you can be on television, and I see this happen a lot. A lot of your favorite stars, a lot of your favorite reality stars, they may appear on red carpets, they may be photographed at this party and that party, but a lot of them may not be as wealthy or well off as you think that they are. So, I think that for me, when I think about life after reality TV, it's also a blessing because ultimately you get lots of eyes on you, lots of eyes on anything that you want to do. And really, I think it helped that I was on a reality TV show and I was on a great network like Bravo. I think it helped in every single other thing that I wanted to do thereafter. But sometimes in life, you just got to go through the rough spots. You got to take the lessons that are thrown at you, and you've got to take it and flip it and turn those lemons into lemonade. So that's what happened to me. That's my little truth and transparency about, life after reality TV. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I wanted you to know that it's real out there in these entertainment streets, and we've all had those highs and lows. So hopefully this motivates you, or hopefully this helps you in some way, shape, or form to let you know that, even those low points in life, they don't last always. They won't last forever. And I think as long as you can take that lesson and turn it into a testimony or turn it around and figure out a way to make your life better from it, I think that you can achieve a lot. So that's my little lesson on life after reality TV, and I hope this helps you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We'll give you guys more life lessons from me as time goes on, and I will catch you in the next video.